Hey bookworms! So I finished reading Scarlet by Marissa Meyer the other day, and it is the second book in the Lunar Chronicles, the first being Cinder. So actually, if you haven't read Cinder, I'd recommend you don't watch this video because there's going to be some spoilers, and I don't know, it's never fun work like finding out what happens in the second book if you haven't read the first. But as you can probably tell from the cover, it's based on Red Riding Hood. It's sort of retelling of Red Riding Hood. And half the book is based on Red Riding Hood and the other half is based on Cinder. It kind of alternates each chapter. The Cinder storyline kind of picks up from where the first book leaves off. So Cinder is in prison and she kind of escapes with a character called Captain Thorn. So they kind of become friends or acquaintances, I guess. I don't know whether you can count them as friends. But I think pretty much the entire storyline is her being on the run, and I don't know, we'll touch on that later. But Scarlet kind of starts off in France, and Scarlet's grandmother has gone missing, so she comes across a character called Wolf, who's a street fighter, and they kind of embark on a journey to basically get her grandmother back. And that's pretty much what Scarlet's storyline is about. I kind of thought, because I knew they were going to meet, I knew Scarlet and Cinder were going to meet, and I kind of thought they would meet sort of halfway in the book, and the rest of the storyline would be them together, but it wasn't. They kind of, Cinder and Scarlet didn't meet until kind of right at the end, and I'm not sure whether I like that because I kind of feel that Scarlet is sort of a story to pad out the Cinder storyline. I don't really think I needed an entire book just on Scarlet. If you read the book, you will kind of understand how Scarlet fits into Cinder's storyline, so it is relevant. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely relevant to the story. I just think that for background information and kind of side character information, it didn't really require an entire book. I don't know, I think that's kind of just me. Another thing I will kind of say is I didn't like the fact that pretty much the entire Cinder storyline was her on the run. I think something else could have happened, like things did happen, but I think more emphasis could have been put on her trying to figure out how to defeat Queen Levana, how to rescue Emperor Kai, and kind of more detail should have been made into how she was trying to figure out her lunar gift, because obviously at the last book we found out that she was lunar, and kind of it does touch upon it in this book how she's trying to figure out how to use her gift, and it does come in handy, so they do mention it in the story. I just think it could have been in more detail because it was such a big plot twist at the end of the last book, and now in this book it's kind of a bit like, oh yeah, and this kind of happened and you know whatever, it's no big deal. So I kind of think that more detail could have been put onto that. But all negative points aside, I did actually really enjoy this book. Not as much as Cinder, I will say. I did enjoy Cinder more. But I really, really enjoyed this book. And I would probably give it a 4 out of 5 stars. So, yeah. If you have read this book and you liked it, just let me know in the comments or something. And I will see you soon. Bye.